Good evening. It is Saturday and I wanted to shoot a short video. Hopefully it was short if I don't talk too much. To give you a progress report. I don't feel like I got very far, but I'm happy with the work. I see that what I've done is I've put up the plywood on the walls. The cabinets that I built last night, basically, put plywood on them, and I had to reinforce them because the floors were weak and whatnot. So I'm going to give you sort of an overview of what I did with that, or show you what I did. All right, here's what it looks like. I don't know if you remember, but that wall was just a frame before, but now there's plywood. So you see the bottom. The main wall has plywood on it, so dividing the living space and the workspace. And the cabinet up there, all right, we have two cabinets basically. We have this cabinet, which I had to put in a reinforcement here so that it's strong, because I'm going to be setting heavy things on top of here, and when it bounces, I don't want the screws to start coming loose and pull out. So I had to reinforce them, those floors, and I put in a wall dividing up the two. And then the second cabinet opens up here. Oh, this one's harder to see because there's no, oh, the camera lights it up. All right, so I did the same thing here. I reinforced it so that it's nice and strong. You can shake this. The whole trailer shakes. That's a good sign. This is where the generator is going to sit. It's probably going to sit about right here. And I'll probably have a hole going through the wall for a plug in or something like that. So, I mean, the power station's got to plug into the generator so that when the battery gets low in the power station, the generator can charge it up. So that's what I've done. It ain't much, but here's what happened last night. It rained, so I had to bring all this stuff into the living space. So I haven't done a single thing in the living space today. Now I do have all day tomorrow to work on this, but I don't think, I was hoping to maybe get done with enough to move in for this weekend. Not going to happen. I did get a lot of my stuff in today. One thing I wanted to show you were the RV jacks. These things, there's a bolt on the side, and you stick your drill on there with the socket, and the jack lets down, and I will put one in each corner, mount them up underneath the trailer, and I have some level gauges, some levels, and I will use that to help support the trailer and level it, mainly so that it doesn't rock when I move around in it, and it'll just be stronger. It won't blow so much like when the windy weather or walking around in it, and so it'll be level. See, right now it's not even close to being level. It's jacked up. Now I could help that a little bit by lowering the front end, but that's the only way. If I'm sitting on a hill, like a hill that's leaning downwards, then I can't do that. I can't level it out. So the jacks will help stabilize things. It's sort of a theory, but it is what they're designed for. They're designed to be put up under RVs to help stabilize the RV, keep it from rocking around. So, and it will take the weight completely off the wheels and the axle. So, what's will be beneficial in that I won't have if I do have a flat or something like that, it won't cause the trailer to lean. but mainly it's just for leveling out and stabilizing the trailer so it doesn't move. All right, so I also got some vent fans, some I guess they're called vent fans, but you can use them to as exhaust fans, or you can use them to blow in air or out air. They also have rain sensors because they have little hoods on them. Those hoods pop up like this, and then they let down. So they for the airflow to go in and out. I'm sure you've seen them on RVs. They're most all RVs have them, and a lot of trailers, enclosed trailers, have them. In fact, a lot of times you can buy the enclosed trailer with the vent fan because it gets super hot inside these enclosed trailers. The sun's baking down on that black metal, and it just gets hot in there. It's like a furnace. As soon as you open up the ramp, it cools off. But when it's all closed up, man, it's a furnace in there. So anyway, you can see there's it's taking on some definition, which is good. Of course, we haven't done anything with the living space, so I think I may have solved the problem with the living space. I'm planning to lower the loft that I described before, maybe a foot, maybe 8 inches or 6 inches. I'm not sure exactly how much, but I've got to play around with it. Once I got all the stuff out, I've got to play around with, because obviously I am not 4 or 5 feet tall. I'm 5'10". So it doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to have to bend over to get up underneath it. And I'm planning to put some stuff under there, a toilet and a sink, and just to get them out of the way and establish a little privacy. But to be 4 feet, well, that's a big bend for me. It's almost 2 foot lower than my height. So I'll have to see. I've got to play with that play around with that. I have to remember the toilet and sink are for emergencies only, or just when I just can't get to a gas station or wherever I'm staying at to get to the bathroom or anything like that. So it's not designed to be like an RV to where it's all you have. So it's for emergencies, and so it can be kind of out of the way. In fact, if I really want to, I could slide it out in the middle of the floor because it's not attached to anything. It's just sitting in the floor. So if it's too much of a trouble, but I have a unique design, something I'm working on too with that. The bed or the loft will come over about, I don't know, say about that far. It's about in the middle of the trailer. So all of this space here, most of this space here in the doorway will be open over up until about maybe 6 inches or a foot. And the loft will come all the way over here. Well, actually, it won't come over that far. It comes over, let's see, it's 3 feet. Trailer's 7 feet wide, so that's 3.5. It's 39 inches. It'll be about 39 inches. So it'll come over almost half. If you look at the ceiling, that's half in the middle of that board. So the loft will come over about halfway, and I can slide that toilet and sink out into the open area. I have to redo the shelves, but I want to put my fridge and my microwave up underneath the loft where my head goes. So they'll go right there, and they won't go all the way back to the wall. So what I'm going to do is build some shelves back there, and I'm going to put clothes or whatnot, just stuff. It'll be hidden out of the way behind all that, so I'll have to duck down to get under there to get to that stuff, but that's fine. because at least I have a place, an organized place to put things. So that's the plan. I'm not exactly sure how much room I'll have. I haven't worked out all the measurements, but it'll be more than I had before. And these shelves here will probably be taken back some. So I'm probably going to have to tear those out completely. Unfortunately, they're in there, but I can use the wood that's there, so I don't really have to get any more wood. But I will have to get some wood for the loft. Probably good on 2x4s, just a piece of plywood. Probably all I need is one piece. So, but those shelves there will be a big shelf that will connect to the loft, and the bottom shelf will be a desk, and a table or whatever. I may even put right here, I may put a table that comes out here where I put a stove. I was thinking about getting a propane or electric stove, or it's not stove, but a stove with eyes on it, so that I can cook. A stovetop. It'll have 2 to 4 eyes on it. The 2 burner ones, they are about 1800 watts for electric, and I've got one picked out for as a 4 burner, and it's propane. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to get something because I need to be able to cook in there on occasion. I don't want to eat out all the time, and the microwave, I don't eat microwave food all the time. I use the microwave to heat stuff up, but I don't like cooking microwavable stuff. It tastes nasty. I like cooking my own dinners, so I can do that with a little oven or a little stovetop thing. And I'm thinking about getting propane because electric ones eat up so much power, and I will probably have to plug them directly into the generator in order to use them. I don't think my power station can handle that kind of power for that length of time. That length of time it takes to cook something on a stove. So I'll probably have to get a propane, which means I'll have to run the exhaust fans when I'm working so I don't get carbon monoxide poisoning when I'm cooking. Of course, I can leave the doors open and the ramps over, but I'm just thinking about when I can't, when I don't want to. Say it's at dark and I don't want to open it up, let bugs in. I can run the exhaust fan. Anyway, that's what I've done so far. I'm a little tired. I've got a little bit of daylight left, not much, but I'm not sure if I'll go ahead and take that stuff out. I think I will, because I want to play around in there and get some more accurate numbers on what I can do with the loft. So there you have it. That's the update for the day. I don't know that I'll do another one. I will tomorrow for sure. But we'll see. If I manage to do anything else tonight of significance, then I'll do another update. But that's it for today. So, signing off. See you next time.